And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. So don't say nothing.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you guys over here. Jump out!
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. It's caught by Bryant. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Dez Bryant, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 52.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
19. 44. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Broken tackle. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they need him. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Roquan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Set. 19.
Check. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Fournette, a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
On the run, it's Fournette. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Get him.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set. 19.
You want this.
Watson, off play action. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go, D. Hey, just
Rodgers going to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Tight on the 50.
Hey, watch out.
Greystone, travel.
Slay. Check the backer, check the back.
Back north.
To throw is Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
Fournette on the counter.
I'm all over you.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
From the 44, Watson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Fournette, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 35-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Who's that? They take 44 to Mike. Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Ain't no time now. Time to go.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taking you to 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, what a move. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set. 19. 44. Watch the run. They're running it.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Who's that? 19. Check. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Jump for 55.
On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
56-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Packers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 41, Rodgers, complete to Bryant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there.
Focus that. 19.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Let's go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Well, we looked at each other. Right away, we knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The try! And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go, D.
Now Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
X3, 218, chopper, 26. Back, back, back. Smooth. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 25-yard line.
Focus set. 19. Rip left, rip left.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Just like that.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And Adams has it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now on first down. Bryant has it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. It's caught by Bryant. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set. Like an egg. 44. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Fournette, a first down carry.
Go, go. It's running. It's running. It's running.
20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette, 49 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Packers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Texans,